Hi guys, welcome to RVTM Reacts. My name is Richie. In today's reaction video I'm going to do something slightly different. I'm going to do another reaction video on the song Hi REN by REN. Call it a follow-up video. Why do I do this? Well, I keep getting a lot of requests here on RVTM Reacts to do a REN reaction video. And sometimes I keep referring those people that ask me to do a REN video to my other channel, Richie's Reaction Vault, where I did a couple of REN reaction videos. But apparently I keep getting questions about it. And a lot of people that traveled with me from Richie's Reaction Vault here to RVTM Reacts ask me a lot of questions like, Richie, how you doing now? I keep getting questions of people asking me, why do I wear these damn sunglasses? Richie, why do you wear these sunglasses? We can't watch your eyes. What is this? So I thought, why not do another Hi REN video where I will answer some of your questions and where I will take a deeper dive into the song that REN did. Because last time I got so emotional watching this song that I basically started to share and open up about my own struggle with my chronic illness. And in today's reaction video I will relate to that period as well. But I will try to resonate it more with what we are seeing during this reaction video and what REN is truly trying to tell us. So I'm ready. I'm more than ready to listen to Hi REN again together with you guys. The first time that I saw this video, I saw him in a wheelchair and I didn't know if he was stuck in a wheelchair. And I was captivated by the setting, by the desolation. I really like his voice here. And then it starts.
Hi there, REN, it's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back,
Yeah.
Deep down you know that. Deep down you know I'm always in periphery. REN, are you pleased to see me? It's been weeks since we spoke, bro, I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd, not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi REN, I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. REN, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect at always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate, this time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place.
First of all, what I really like, see the difference in his face, his expression, his mimic, and the way he's using his voice. When he's doing the criticizing criticizing voice in his head, he's way more expressive, aggressive, fast. And in this voice, let's say his heart, his soul, he is more open and vulnerable. It's really beautiful how he takes us in his voice, this inner conflict, in this conversation in his head.
And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one, so you see. You gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar, Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, you fucking god complex.
Fantastic. I mean, I really like this inner conversation, this conflict. And I like to talk to you about this inner conflict in this song. And I will take you a little bit on my own journey, so I hope you bear with me before clicking to the next phase. Otherwise, it might sound a little bit strange if we come later in this reaction video. I mean, this inner conflict in your head, it's basically the criticizing voice, the devil voice, how you want to put it, and the other side I already explained to me. For me, it's your heart or your soul speaking. And in my opinion, it's not only your ego that is fighting you, so basically your inner criticizing voice is often there to, how weird as it sounds, protect you. Because you went through so many bad things, traumatic things, people did things to you, said things to you. And this is basically what this devil voice, this inner criticizing voice is saying, portraying. The voice he is hearing is not only his words, but I think it's 80% the words and the things he went through that there were placed there, put in there. He internalized them by other people. And this is not only in his case, I think it's in many of us the case, you know. For instance, in my case, I became ill in 2008. I will try to tell you the short story, please bear with me. And in 2008, I became ill out of nowhere. I'm married, I have little children, I'm still married, there are now grown-up children. It was in 2008 and overnight I became ill. I was about to start my counselor coach practice. I was an avid jogger, I felt as strong as an ox. And from one day till the next I woke up and basically I felt like I was having a heart attack. My muscles gave out. I was in severe fatigue, severe chest pains, high heart rate, palpitations, digestive issues, everything went wrong. So in the first few weeks and months, I visited doctors and they understood that I had physical symptoms, they saw it, but they couldn't find structurally anything wrong. It's like with REN, with the tick bite, and then they thought they didn't know what was, they didn't relate it to his tick bite, and for me they didn't relate it to anything. So when you keep coming back to doctors, they then start to psychologize it and to medical gaslight you, because they told me I had a traumatic experience probably, maybe I had a generalized anxiety or whatever, and it was my head basically manifesting those symptoms. And people said a lot of bad things about me, you know, I was basically, I don't know, just over-exaggerating my problems. There was nothing going on with me. I was a hypochondriac. I didn't want to work. I didn't want to do this or didn't want to do this. I was a lousy father because I was in bed and my wife had to work and pay the bills now. And it ate, you know, it ate me on the inside. And basically you get this inner conflict. I had this as well. Well, time flew by. I became more and more ill and bedridden. I was basically bedridden for 23.5 hours or more a day for almost 7 years. Well, almost 8 years. For over 7 years, almost 8 years. And the problem is that I couldn't stand on my own 2 feet anymore. As soon as I stand on my own 2 feet or my legs, I had a high heart rate. Again, I felt like I was dying with a heart attack. If I lay down, I still had symptoms, but they were manageable. If I had to go to the toilet, I crawled to the toilet. I'm not kidding, I had to crawl to the toilet. So basically, I became an invalid in my bed, and my life was basically in a 4x4 room, you know, meters. That was my life. I couldn't go anywhere else. And I couldn't do anything with my family, my kids and anything. And even people were telling my wife, what are you doing with this guy? You know, he's in his bed. Wouldn't you leave him or something? I mean, doctors were very hard. They wanted to put me institutionalized because I kept insisting I had physical symptoms. No, you're so far gone. These are all a mental project, a bodily manifestation of symptoms because of your mental problems. And this went on for so many years, and I started fighting the system. I was very angry. I felt down. I was hurt. I was grieved. I started to lose faith, you know, in that things could change. I thought that I would probably be in bed forever or I would die. Oh, I didn't know what would happen, but I basically was fighting every day to survive, you know, to just hang on and to fight my symptoms. And very, very sad about the time I lost, because I was in bed for 7 years and I lost everything. I mean, I didn't see much people anymore. I couldn't do anything with my children, so I basically felt like I was a lousy father, a lousy husband. And this went on, and then slowly things started to change. But I will explain this a little bit later. But the internal struggle that I had with myself was basically those same fights, you know, this devil that kept talking to me and this part of me that kept hope and trying to look forward, but he lost it. He often lost it to this devil. But again, this criticizing voice and this deviling voice was often put there by other people, the words, the things they said about me. And again, my own ego that tried to protect me from hoping that things would ever change, or hoping that taking this pill or doing that would help me and get me back on my own 2 feet again. It wanted to protect me from the hurt, you know, and the failure. And this is basically what he's portraying here, in my opinion.
It's out of you. It's refreshing to actually say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
Yeah.
Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason.
Like the devil,
Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistophelies, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren.
Even the guitar plays different when he's...
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken
In the
and
previous
beat. I was
reaction
made
video
by
I
his
broke
hand,
here.
it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So care of the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire or stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're acclimated different sides.
It's beautiful. And again, the first time that I saw this reaction video, I broke the moment he rose from his wheelchair. And why? I will try to explain it quickly again. Because I was bedridden for so many years, couldn't do anything anymore. And it was around 2015 that I started to understand that the fights that I did internally to struggle to survive, and the anger and the resentment I had, and the pain and the grief, it was all working against me. I only could think about what I lost and what I couldn't do anything anymore. And then I started to think, it was 7 years into my progress of my chronic illness, and I still didn't know what was going on, but I was only lying in bed. I started to think I have to change this. And normally when my kids came in, I waved to them with whatever energy I had, because I could hardly wave to them, but I didn't really enjoy it. I mean, I just felt grief and pain that I wasn't able to do more with them. And then I start to think I should focus on what I can do. I have to stop fighting and what I can't do. So the moment they then stepped in and they waved to me, I started to wave with a smile. You know, I was happy that I was able, even though it was costing me a lot of energy, to wave to them. And that one wave, I thought, okay, that can become 2 waves, or I can try to do this. You know, it sounds really silly, but it was the way how my way back started in a way. And again, I as well started to internalize one quote. And I want to share this one with you. And I did it on Richie's Reaction Vault as well. And that is, the past does not equal the future. And for me, it became a very powerful quote, because I thought that my life was over. I was in bed, I was laying there, and it was gone. You know, I was a goner, basically. It's very simple. I was surviving, I was like a vegetable, but I couldn't do anything anymore. And I started to think from that moment on, wait a minute, 10 years ago, I never expected me to be in bed now for 7 years. I never could comprehend that this would ever happen, that things could change this way. So I thought, then from now on, things can change as well. They can change for the worse, but as well for the better. So I started to internalize it every day. The past does not equal the future. For me, it gave me hope, like in, it can change for the better. And lo and behold, this happened in 2016, 8 years after everything started. 8 years with a lot of hell, with psychiatrists, psychologists, doctors, ER visits, specialists that didn't know what was going on and all put it between my ears. Well, finally I saw an article from a professor in the Netherlands, from the Radboud University Hospital. He was retired, that was my problem, but he wrote an article about dysautonomia, about the autonomic nerve system. And I read it and I thought, this is me, this is what I have, these are all my symptoms. So I wrote to him, I explained my cases, how you want to call it, and he just wrote me back. I never expected him in 2 days, and he said, it very well looks like you have severe dysautonomia. Try to come to Nijmegen. I will order a colleague of mine that took over my patients to look into you. So flash forward, my wife drove me there. She basically had to pull me in a wheelchair. I couldn't do anything anymore. And after 90 minutes, I heard his voice and he said to me, you have severe dysautonomia after some test. And you have basically 5 or 10% chance to ever walk again because of the delayed diagnosis, the misdiagnosis, everything that went wrong. And from that moment on, he told me we could do guinea pig things on you, like giving trial and error medication or therapy, but I can't guarantee you anything. So what do you want? And I say, I'm just happy that I know that I'm not crazy. You know, I knew that there was something wrong. And that was the moment that things started to change for me as well, because I was already busy, but there's waving with 2 hands and trying to do some leg exercises. They became more and more. And after flash forward a few years, I was able to walk again. I was able to do some decoration in the house. I could go out with my family again. I could visit recitals. I could go to my parents. I was able to live a reasonably normal life. And I still have severe dysautonomia. I'm now in 2026 and I noticed becoming older, I'm getting a little bit worse again, but I'm still swimming and I'm still walking. And doctors don't know how, but I managed. And it's not because, in my opinion, I'm very strong or courageous. I think it has nothing to do with it. It has with something to do that he is going to explain now. Now listen to REN closely here, because it's profounding. I mean it. What he's going to tell and explain now.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil.
It's that
And
fight.
for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare. But there were victims and there were students.
Yeah.
It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Yeah. It's brilliant. I mean it. It's poetic. It's beyond poetic. It's amazingly well explained. This pendulum, I hear him. I mean, it's the fight I was in as well, to beat everything, you know, to beat my voices, to beat the pain, the struggle, the fight. I wanted to win the fight. I wanted to know. I wanted to get better. I was fighting what I lost. And this pendulum is basically, like he says, you can fight all you want and even come up on top a little, you know, like in the bright light. like you're winning the fight against your evil or your demon or your criticizing or the world or whatever. But the same force that is here in a pendulum, it's going to be on the other side as well. So the harder you pull here or the harder you tick it here, the harder it will become, and the higher it will become, the strengther it will become on the other side. And you're basically fighting your own energy. And I thought, I have to stop this. I mean, this was what I recognized for myself in 2015. I need to stop this. I'm killing myself with my fight. I need to accept, commit, whatever you want to call it, that I'm in this situation. But again, the past does not equal the future. And I love the fact how he portrays it here, and this eternal dance, how he calls it. Like, if you dance rigidly, it's not funny, you know. You have to go with the motions and the swing from it, and then when you do it softer, the dance gets easier. Is it fun? Not always, you know, but it's basically the same if you say to yourself, you can't change what is happening to you, but you can change how you deal with it. And it's basically the same thing. You have to... Sometimes things happen. I was very upset and angry that it happened to me, but it happens. I mean, a lot of shit happens to people, to you, to me, to everyone. And we cannot change it often, but we can't decide how to deal with it. And again, that past does not equal the future. So for me, I suddenly began to understand I need to change my perspective. I need to stop fighting my inner conflict and let other people listen to this as well, because I strongly believe in this. Do not let other people live in your head, you know? So these voices, again, some is ego protecting you, but a lot of these voices are put there in by experience by other people or voices by other people, what they said about you. Don't let them live in your head. They are not you. You are not those voices. I often even say you're not your head, you're not your body, you are the one using both. And it gives you back some control, some room, some space to maneuver it. Even when you are on your lowest of lowest at that moment, there is always this part of you that can decide to change your thoughts, to understand that your mental problems or your physical problems or both are not you. It's not who you are. You are the one trying to control both. And my only advice for you is, and it's the best advice I could give myself and other people, is the past does not equal the future. And again, you can't change what is happening to you, but you can decide how you deal with it. And basically this is what REN is doing here as well. And again, please believe me when I say stop listening to this criticizing voice. It's often trying to protect you, but you have to consider, is this me or is this put in there by a lot of other people? And if this is the case, then don't let them live in your head. They are there long enough. They are basically meddled with your life long enough. Get them out of there, you know, and just start to live again. See what you can do. So guys, what about this reaction video? I hope you liked it. I hope I tried to do it another way like last time. I would love to read your comments, so if you want to share something with me, leave it in the comment section. I always try to answer it. If it's about REN, if it's about what you went through, if it's about his music, just leave it in there. I love to read it. And for now, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I leave you now with two things. The other one you already know, that is, the past does not equal the future. Never forget it. And guys, please stay safe and bye for now.